So number one is using the right weight. Now, there are a couple of things that will come with this. One is when we're talking about strength training, we're talking about doing, say, no more than 6 reps. Could be 5, could be 4, could be 3, could be 2, could be 1. Doesn't really matter. So we're talking about using a weight that we can perform 6 reps with. So, albeit this isn't the weight that I would choose, so I've got 2 16 kilo kettlebells here. Throughout this, I'm going to be using the example of a deadlift. You could use bench press, squat, back squat, front squat, deadlift, bench press, cable row, bench row, dumbbell row. There are a lot of exercises that you could use, but with regards to choosing the right weight, number one, we would aim at, say, 6 reps. The second thing is when we're performing those 6 reps, can we hold the body in position? So if we take the deadlift as the example, so lifting up off the floor, what we would do is we would come into this position and we would lift. Okay? So there's a few things that we need to be mindful of when we're lifting. One is the torso. So if I lift, I come into this position, I've got my spine in a good position, but if I lift and that happens, that shows this weight is too heavy for my torso. So I need to go down the weight until I can hold that position. If I come to the front, another one is what the knees do. So I've got my feet in a good position, they're pointing forward, I'm going to go knees out, but if I go into this position and then my knees crumble inwards, then that's possibly a weight that's slightly too heavy. Now, the most important thing is that I can hold that position. So I don't really care what reps you do, I want you to hold the position. So if it means only doing 2 reps, you only do 2 reps. You can lighten the weight and get yourself up to 6 reps. But the main thing is choosing the right weight that you can perform without losing position. So we want to be able, as a very basic rule, there is more to this than what I'm sharing in this tutorial, but this is only a short tutorial. We want to be able to maintain position of the spine when we lift, and we don't want to fall into position as we lift or out of position as we lift, and we don't want our knees to crumble in like that, because that's going to put unnecessary tension through the inside of the knee. Obviously that's when we round the back, it's going to put unnecessary tension through the back. So the first thing we need to be able to do to lift heavy without hurting ourselves is to hold position. We've talked about the 6 reps, that's kind of our maximum. But essentially we want to be able to hold position for those 6 reps, or 4 reps, or 5 reps, or whatever it is that we're doing. So we come into position, we hold position, we go up and down, we do 6 reps. That's then the weight that we use for 6 reps. So number one is choosing the right weight.